There we go. We're alive. Mission accomplished, everybody.
I'm so happy I got to hear that.
I already opened my drink because I was really thirsty, so I cheated.
I see.
I hardcore cheated.
I actually have a can here. If my thing can open, I can open it for you.
I usually wait, but again, I was off on like drinking this morning because I was like, I'm fine, I'll just take another nap. And then I was like, my mouth is really dry. I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
And thus, I opened my can early.
See.
Thankfully, we live in the modern era where we can cheat and just use pre-recorded audio effects.
It's too bad you don't have those.
Oh.
I just used one.
I didn't hear it.
I used YomeBot.
Didn't hear it.
Rip. Hi Gravis, how are you today? I hope all of you had a wonderful week. This week has been... Alright, just being legit, this week's been really fucking tiring. It's not been the ideal week.
Take the gift. Take it.
Hi Zero! Hello, sorry I haven't been able to watch the stream for a while, thanks to work, not being caught up yet. I can't stay for the whole stream, thanks to needing a thing called sleep, whatever that is. So this is a +1 to wind up Eli and the rest to his sphere.
My god! Oh
We have some
wow!
bad news for you.
Get a calculator out, my goodness.
Alright, so first... Yeah, let me do the math.
Yeah, ooh.
Sadly, guys, today we don't have the Bun Boy. His net is out right now.
So I guess we'll just have to fucking do.
Okay, so that's gonna be 2 fate cards.
Hmm.
20
I
and
claim these points in the name of myself.
44, that's 2, and then 1, 2, 7. Okay, so... he gets 3 cards.
He's gonna be so mad.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. I appreciate
This is great.
it. I'm just, you know what? Somebody type that
Someone text me
in
it.
our private chat real quick.
Yeah, someone tell him. It's gonna be great.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Wonderful.
But yeah, thank you so much, Zero. Welcome again. Thank you again, and welcome everybody else. Dragon Shadow, Gravis. Are you guys a democracy? I like to think of you as an anarchy.
I'll die before a sphere's the fucking leader.
No, I don't believe in leaders here. I just choose to believe this is an anarchist state. Democratic anarchs. So wait, Anthony, you're saying you're democratic vampires?
Shut your fucking mouth.
It's okay, Dragon Shadow. I too respect garbage men and the work they do.
Listen,
Wow.
you set me up for Vampire the Masquerade reference. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, when's the vampire
If
game happening
anything,
though, fucker?
Nihilus is the leader, and he's only the mouthpiece for Boko.
I say if we're to assign 5-man band tropes to anybody, I don't like saying that Trin is the Lancer, but they attribute a lot of dumb Lancer qualities.
Gonna write 3 cards on his thing.
Also, Trin's fucking stupid.
It's... I don't know.
I have finished my dinner, and
I think Trin and his Sphere are both fucking Lancers. They're just always
Trin's the
arguing.
leader.
It's funny.
If
I
I was
don't
gonna
think-
give you guys the tropes, given we don't actually have 5 players, I'd probably give Nihilus the strong guy, a Sphere smart guy, Trin the Lancer, and Mimi the heart.
I'd say that Nihilus is more the heart.
Yeah,
It's bubblegum and duct tape, but he's keeping everyone together.
yeah, he definitely is.
Big man, big heart.
I had the message and amount prepared for hours, so I donated as soon as the stream was up. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Again, thank you so much. I'm sure
Oh.
he'll look forward to losing his shit. We'll make sure to have somebody clip it for you. For now, though, let's get off starting soon and move over to TTRP stream. As man, I still love that smoke bomb effect. I mean, like, it's supposed to be a potion thing, but still, it's really nice. Everybody thanks Squeaky for finding this source that was free, and I just need to do a credit.
Made by Spooky.
Spooky.
Their credit
I
is
love-
only about click on them and give them kisses because
Give
They
them
make a bunch
kisses,
of
and then
things
take
on
their
their-
stuff, and then credit them so more people see them and give more kisses.
I love how everyone spells his name like E-sphere. Like a sphere.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it. Sphere.
Listen, at this rate, I'm thinking he's from Sphera.
No, that means he'd be S-sphere.
How can,
Not
how
as
can you
fear.
guys call yourself a fucking cult if you can't even spell his name right? Shame.
It just seems like a tradition at this point. Everybody's name gets spelled wrong.
Yeah.
no. Trin is pretty straightforward.
It's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you spelled Trin wrong. I'm really.
Oh, I mean across the games.
I have
like,
to spell it wrong on purpose so the recap says it right, but I very much know what it's meant to be.
oh yeah, no, I meant like across all the games. Like how we have that meme. I forget. I think it was you made it, Squeaky, of just the images with everybody's name spelled wrong.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the fucking Zelda one. It's
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Zelda, I'm pretty sure it's in the Zelda chat. Polo still gets fucking spelled Boyo till this day.
Gallon,
yo.
and it's just a
Oh,
gallon
yo.
of water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thinking.
Hold on, Din. I don't know if you ever saw that dumb fucking meme. Let me
I
find
see.
it.
I found it. It's pinned. I found it.
Yeah.
It's pinned. Perfect.
Yeah. Two of us get it right. It's Marco and Gortha. Everyone else is spelled.
There we go. There you go. Din. It's in our RP chat.
Oh, let me check.
Thank you. Thank you. What a hero.
Like, yeah, Marco, Gorthos, and you're like, Jasmine? Well, okay, Jasna, okay. Ronan, oh, okay. Fucking Boyo.
Boyo.
It's out of all of them, the ones that make some sense to me are Ronin and Gallon. Jasmine,
Yeah.
like, I get where you're coming from it, but no, like, they sound pretty distinct.
Mm-hmm.
My god, yes.
Gorthos is easy to spell for Dragon Shadow. Misspelling Gorthos.
I'm so proud
Good
of
job.
It's
A
all supposed-
plus.
First of all,
Oh,
you only
God.
capitalized one of the letters. They're supposed to be all caps.
you. No,
Only
here, let me,
I'm only poking fun. It's fine. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
here, let me
We're
spell
only
it out
having
for all
fun.
No, you're right.
Shut the fuck up, Jay.
you. Gorthos.
Shut the fuck
Gorthos.
up.
Gorthos.
Gorthos what?
Those. Oh god, what a lovely start. Hi everybody, hi Crazy Fox, I see you in there, you sneaky little bugger.
Oh,
God. This is exactly what I needed to start it off. These are the memes I live for.
This is a meme that if you're completely removed from the context, you're not gonna fucking get it.
It's a meme that requires 100% context.
You need the fucking context. Because imagine just like walking, someone just shows you this picture and it's just like, what is this?
No, Zero, you did a great job. No, you spelt them both right, I'm very proud of you. You did nothing wrong.
Fuck it. None of us actually care. It's
Eli,
fine.
you spelled right, and the sphere actually you spelled right too.
Yeah, no. In the donation, they were spelled right. Everything was fine in the donation. Gorthos.
God, awesome.
Oh, hey, look at that. Linbot got another one of her auto gift subs from Crazy Fox.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
That makes it hilarious. Oh my god. Man,
I kind of want to do one for Final Fantasy, but we don't get enough of it with Nihilus. And actually, for Nihilus, I've seen like people spell like as if like nihilism.
Mhm.
So I could just put freaking Nietzsche is his name, the psychologist, the psychiatrist, the philosopher.
Yeah, Nietzsche.
yeah, you just put Nietzsche there.
Just put Nietzsche there. For a
This-
sphere, I could just literally put in a ball.
Yeah, you just put in a
Just
blitzball.
a ball. Just not even a blitz ball, just
No,
a ball.
Just
you just-
write
No,
God is
those-
dead over his face.
I was gonna say, you know, when you do those shading examples, you see the sphere, like with
Yeah.
shading. One of those.
Like, what is that? It's a sphere.
There you go.
God, though, guys, you know what I can't believe? We are freaking almost a fourth of the way to the fund being done.
Wow.
And you know,
Oh.
guys, Crazy Fox health looking pretty low. I actually don't know how I can't remember the equating values for health on that thing. All I know is Crazy Fox been dominating it for ages.
He's
Yeah.
got 74,000 health. I'd say he's got a bottle. Just wait until the freaking enrage sits.
To be fair, like, that health was set from a 360 donation.
Press your free damage button. It's free damage.
It's free damage!
It's free. Press it. Always press it. Never not press it. Unless you're a tank, then save at least a little bit for your tank buster. And then keep spamming.
Well, you see, Anthony, that's only for you.
Don't forget to use your defensive cooldowns too.
Those are very important.
Space those fuckers out. Don't do it all at once like a fucking goober.
I
Remember.
want to be a bajillion% resistant to damage.
Don't, because you're not actually a billion percent resistant. You're just a billion percent resistant for like 3 seconds, and then you get one shot because the boss just gently tapped you.
Listen,
Very
at least you're
gently.
not a gunbreaker where
Just
you push the
press
button and
hallowed
have one
ground
health.
for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm a dork.
Thanatos, thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Crazy Fox, are you funding all of Hana's children? He says, look, I just finished Miku's VTuber. I'm working on the second person's one, and then yours is coming up.
God. How many Hana children will Crazy Fox help bear?
Crazy Fox is everyone's foster dad.
God, I love this Mimi. Mimi looks so cute in this fucking outfit. Look at her, guys. So pure and innocent. And definitely not
Yeah.
hiding shit tons of depression.
Nothing.
And look at this Meteor. So good. Such a good boy. Does nothing wrong. So pure. And look at this Trin. Does nothing wrong. So pure. Look at her.
Yeah.
Your brother is helping all the little brothers and sisters. God, I
I keep
still love
debating
any
if I
of
should
them.
upload Mimi's concept art to the wiki. There's a lot of nice ones, but then people might have expectations.
You should
Given
do it.
you are the de facto ruler of the wiki, I leave that entirely in your discretion. God, we had some nice shots. Dan, you're crazy. I love these. Thank you so much for all your hard work.
Mwah.
Speaking of, let me go get your bribes. Because I forgot to spawn your guys' bribes for the week.
I'll take those 3 cards. Thank you.
Boop. Boop. 2 more
I
coins
had
for
a
you.
coffee crush.
Yay.
And then I need to conjure 3 for Linbot. I coughed and I sneezed at the same time. That was awful.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It was just like I was about to sneeze and then I coughed.
Yeah. That sounds bad.
At least it's not the time I coughed or sneezed with like spicy food I was in the middle of swallowing and then I just got rice in my sinuses.
Oh.
That was actually the worst. I had
I
never
don't even think
experienced
rice
something
can
so.
get up to your sinuses.
Yeah, no. It's the rice can be pretty small and fit in there. It's not. It's definitely not comfortable. It fucking burned to hell because it was spicy food.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Alright, it's been a good 15 minutes. Hey, Limbot, are you ready? Or do you need more time?
Also, hey chat. The cadence for the recap. What do you think? Should I speed it up a bit?
Let's stealth with Deco. See if we can maybe.
That's what we already did for an hour.
Let's keep stalling.
Otherwise, yes, I'm good to go.
They said sure. Now I love it as is.
There we go. Since you asked the chat, I answered in the chat. Haha.
Wow.
Loopholes. Let's go. Also, hi Kobe. Again, hi everybody, welcome. We're gonna be starting up in just a moment as, if you're ready, Limbot, let's go. Look at all this nice art. Oh yeah, Clean Predator, that is an awful feeling. Like, I've had that happen before. Getting spicy food in your nose is infinitely worse. It's stuck in there, so your body is freaking out because your sinuses are clogged. Along with the burning of the spicy food. It was awful.
Put me on the screen, if you would.
Absolutely. Limbot is live. As we begin this epic tale.
Picking up in the alley, Femfear, ever the people pleaser, has a casual chat with the mysterious woman. She fancies herself an artist, but I mean, aren't we all? She also says she totes doesn't remember making anyone disappear, prompting Esfear to completely lower his guard given this clear misunderstanding. It's okay though, better to let bygones be bygones, and no, this doesn't smell remotely like chloroform, why do you ask? So one resisted sleep effect later, Esfear decides now's a great time to skedaddle, while the mysterious woman turns out to be both a kidnapper and a flasher, completely disrobing the moment the jig was up. Don't you worry though, she's apparently some kind of diegetic censorship monster, mist obscuring her spicier bits in what could best be described as a naked ploy to push Blu-ray sales. Speaking of mist though, she can also Misty Step, which thoroughly thwarts our bunny girl's plan to beat feet out. Plan B for Belias doesn't work out either, and things quickly result in the squishy going squish. Sleep tight. Now then, with the last of our band at last being laid to rest, we may promptly skip to the morning after, marked firstly by the surprised yelp of a now sober Kato waking up in his underwear, snuggled up to Trin in a similar state of undress. This flusters the puppy, though the kitty in her skivvies manages to calm him. So he goes to collect his clothes. Wind up Eli wakes up long enough to get Vulcan neck pinched, Kato makes tea, and Trin tries to set up boundaries by appeal to the common sense she knows Kato doesn't have, which doesn't work out because obviously. So we move on to Mimi being incredibly bad at lying. She makes up a bunch of nonsense excuses, Sakura gives her a yes sure, then heads out after being brought up to speed on the mission. Nihilist time. Juliet wakes up first, already made coffee, and the two Zayla Ari have what might be their first one-on-one chat of the campaign. Which was quite nice. Girl's a busybody, however, and takes her and her hat elsewhere in relatively short order. Then Hammer awakens, and the brothers bro it up like longtime roomies. These simple moments are nice. But now that the morning is resolved, it's time for things to get weird. Mimi is left unsupervised, and in the span of 20 minutes manages to create an entirely new persona to escape the consequences of her actions. Everyone meets Special Agent Momo, who is now embarking on a secret mission to investigate and infiltrate a criminal organization. This can only go well. We'll worry about how that goes later, as the young totally not lovers, now fully dressed, discuss how very much not lovers they are, by which I mean Kato is on the same page, but Trin won't stop talking about it. Really, it's surprising she keeps thinking dancing around the point is going to somehow lead the amnesiac to conclude the things she personally told him were normal were, in fact, not normal, yet here we are. So that's going nowhere at 100 yalms a minute, time to tag in Mr. Windup 47 wives for the assist. which he does promptly and efficiently in accordance with the request given. Exemplary service. For you see, what the feline fleshling of a female persuasion was continually failing to convey was that those privy to this circumstance would be wont to assume the two of them a mated pair. That they had copulated, fornicated, bred. She was talking about sex. For unknown reasons, the female was displeased despite being provided with precisely the clarification she requested. Still, the walk had a destination which was at that point reached, so tabling that for later. They meet up with Nihilus and Hammer, who then go to fetch Esphere, who obviously wasn't there. Meteor was though. His services are purchased for a platinum. Now to get Mimi, who is definitely sick in her room and not gallivanting around back alleys in a makeshift disguise. This group is really a bad influence on her, the lies never end. Either way, makeshift search group assembled. Tiny Eli is also here, serving as guide/entertainment via providing various extremely bigoted stereotypes about foreign nations and peoples. Wonderful. Oh, and also actual Republic soldiers apparently wouldn't be caught dead with something as primitive as a musket, which raises some questions about prior events, but that conversation can wait. It was around this time Momo found some suspicious folk and radios it in. Don't worry about the logistics of how Mimi got there. It's fine. Just take the tip and don't question the obvious inconsistencies in the unimportant bits. And so the gang splits up again. Nihilus, Juliet, and Meteor go to find the rabbit. Everyone else to rendezvous with the liar fell. Starting with the former, Esphere is rather quickly found stripped all but naked in whatever backstreet he was dragged to. Spiky Dad is very concerned, though Esphere is still upsetty while looking like spaghetti and doesn't really want to hear it. Which is too bad, because he's going to either way. It goes pretty well probably, yay working through stuff. Bolus is also here. He kind of just stuck around instead of looking for people. Does know what happened to Esphere's stuff though. Naked Lady took his book. Greg showed up and took his everything else before dumping him here. More things change the more they stay the same. Anyway, let's go kill Greg. I mean, let's go just have a talk with Greg. But later. Back with Group 2, definitely not Mimi signals to everyone and gives them the lowdown. Let's not talk about the disguise, it's perfect as long as no one mentions it. Also Nihilus found Esphere, so that's nice. Anyway, since we're here, let's go secret agent some more, as a treat. Trin glams up to look like, quote, the most demure, I am sweet, pure innocent girl who knows not of the world, end quote. Before approaching the shady patrolmen with an anxious gait, politely asking if they might know the way to the honeybee. She was told there would be opportunities for her there, you see. This all goes horribly right real quick, as the guardsmen turn out to be total sweethearts that immediately take her in to try and protect this kind and pure young woman from the horrors of abuse and exploitation she was purportedly being led into. They don't have much, but they'll do what they can so she can get past this and lead a fulfilling life free of such tragedy. It might not be through legal means, but it's not unreputable, and besides, it's specifically for people like her that they chose the Robin Hood lifestyle. To offer a hand to the meek and oppressed. So while they know it would be hard, they'd put in a good word with their boss, maybe she could help around here, to make things a little less bad for the residents. Also here, have some cookies. Outside, some others approach Momo. This does appear to be a thinly veiled shakedown, but they back off with a thumbs up after being informed this weird tourist was the one who recently donated a fair bit to them. Right then, these guys are criminals, but they're also extremely kind, and that makes this really hard. Maybe they're fine? And 'tis with that sentiment reaching their ears that the others arrive at the honeybee proper. Greg is living it up with a big sack of valuables. Many of which were Esphere's. So those were retrieved, and Meteor does a whole lot of pretending all this is weird and unacceptable and absolutely not standard routine for these guys who most certainly do not expressly work for him in some kind of mafia racket. It's silly you'd even think that. Here, have all your money and stuff back, Greg will work this all off somehow, and it will be awful probably. Meteor would very much appreciate it if everyone would stop looking into how obviously a megalomaniacal mobster he is and just let all this slide. And so Tornado pretends to do just that, while Nihilus awaits the murder signal that sadly isn't coming this time. Now then, remember that bit about the nice Robin Hood people putting a word in with their boss for the sweet little thing that Trin's done herself up as? Yeah, they actually did that, and said boss showed up to give her a look. Now remember that part a long while back about how there are some items in the Republic to deal with magic? Yeah, this guy has those, and their goggles see through illusions. Now, one more, do remember that time literally 20 ago when Trin was explicitly told to not spill the beans that she's actually a princess to these people? Yes, she did that too. Man, those cookies sure look great.
They are some pretty good ass cookies.
If you look at the drawing of Sphere and Greg and Nihilus, the pose Greg and Sphere has is the same pose Sphere and Greg had when they met on the previous recap art.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the recap art of them in the past, I think it was like 2 games ago when he found him.
Oh, this one over here?
That one, yep.
Yeah.
It's the same pose,
Same pose.
Good times.
just inverted. No, it's Sphere.
Hey, buddy! Remember when we used to dunk your head in the toilet? Ah, yeah. And now this episode.
No, we got it
Hey,
inverted, yeah.
buddy! What you doing with all my shit?
Hey, buddy, you want to see that when your head falls off?
Hey, buddy, remember me?
Speaking of, I almost forgot to make Eli a +2. The moment the recap started, I was like, oh no, I just remembered. I forgot to change that value real quick.
Oops.
Also 20 minutes ago. The idea was 20 minutes ago. Blast my lack of proofreading.
I'll move these down here, and I'm sure some mystical force will take care of those. And here, good, great and mighty Linbot. Here are your 3 coins to distribute as the desire. And while we let you distribute those, did anybody want to do anything before getting into the scene proper?
Mimi will
No.
offer Hammer a piece of candy.
Oh boy, thanks.
I would like to use all 3 of Deco's fake cards.
Oh, sorry. I think there was something in my throat. Oh God.
What? Oh yeah. What happens if I use this on the fucking ninja man?
What do you want to do with him? Again, you can influence his temperament or how he feels about a particular issue. Basically, you know, just some gentle mind control.
Gentle mind control.
Because totally, he definitely always felt that way.
Absolutely. I think I want him to feel like, you know, Trin just has that kind of face where you believe it, and the kind of face you just kind of want to help out and hear what they have to say, and not turn someone in for any kind of potential bounty if that exists.
All right.
Which
all
you know
right.
that, which wouldn't happen because Trin's a trustworthy person after all.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also, let's just. There we go.
Can I make the heart? Could I have used heart on Meteor to make his heart stop?
No.
Damn it.
I'm surprised you're using it right away. We haven't even seen the result of what's gonna happen.
I'm a princess from Doma,
Yeah?
and initiative has been rolled.
Did we roll initiative?
No.
No, that's
No, I
what I
ended on
assumed was
that.
going to happen. That's what and I was going to use it last night, but then we ended session. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I wanted for you to have a week to consider, and for any dramatic effects that may or may not have come from it to be prepared at the start of the game.
Yeah, I just want this man's to be an ally. You know,
You say I can't convince him?
I'm not saying that you can't.
I'm
Anyway,
saying that I'm making sure.
I'm just trying to give as much a guarantee as possible.
Like, sure, stabbing him probably killed him, but let me just double tap him in the head to be sure.
Yeah, the stab probably killed him, but maybe I should hit him with this rock a little bit.
Maybe I
You
should
know.
just turn their brain to pulp.
You know, just a little bit. Little bit of pulp.
As we'll come back in on the scene now with you, Trin, these two very confused men, slightly hurt next to you. The boss looking at you with what you can only assume is a dubious expression, given you can't see his face.
Hmm.
So you're a princess.
Hmm.
Dressed like he like kind of points at you with his firearm covered hand.
Well, it isn't really quite practical to just be strutting around town in a gown and crown, do you think? Practically might as well be wearing a billboard that I come from royal lineage.
There's a long silence from him. You know, that maybe not where you come from, but around here, yeah. People who have a good family, good breeding, they love to strut it.
Well, with my circumstances, strutting it around and making it seem plainly obvious and not something that I divulge out of my own conscious effort is not what I prefer to do. That
And-
being said, if you're thinking right now, well, Doma I'm sure would give a pretty penny for their princess back, I will guarantee you that will not work. Sits on table.
He looks you up and down. Oh, God. Great will have mercy. As he'll take a step back and lean against the wall. So, princess? Why are you here?
Because there's a mission that I was given in order to find somebody that I want to see very badly. To do something about this thing that you all have going on. But after meeting some of your cohorts and
Hi.
seeing what they're about, hearing what you're about, I think that we can settle this diplomatically. And as someone who is wishing to be the former true ruler of her nation, I feel like diplomacy is a necessary skill.
Wait.
Don't you think so?
Former?
Hmm?
Former?
No, future true ruler, sorry.
Okay,
I
then.
meant
Mix
future.
that. And he looks at you for a moment. Well, color me at least a little skeptical. I'm willing to talk, but if you're a princess, you've got some proof of that, right?
Now, we didn't discuss this inventory-wise because I thought it'd be superfluous.
Mhm.
But would they have some sort of royal crest of some sort to prove that they are from Doma?
Correct.
Or that, yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay.
It's been marked in your inventory. It's like the noble signet.
Yeah.
Nobody's just ever asked for it before.
Yeah. I do carry with me the sacred seal of the royal family of Doma. My other proof of my lineage is... Well, do you care about your base?
Yeah, we have a lot of food over there. We need to get to the outskirts later, so if it's
Just-
destructive.
Pulls the seal out. Then I guess this is all you're going to have to take. Because unfortunately, my other burden of proof is quite destructive.
Alright. Boys, take a walk. Oh, but boss, I said take a walk.
Oh, don't be so mean to them.
If we're talking business, they don't have a say in it.
I guess that's very true.
As they get shoved out. As Mimi, you hear a bit of a clamor in the alley.
Well, peeking.
As
Just like
you peek around the corner, you hear some lively talk, and then you hear like, princess? No way, a princess?
just like through
Turns
the
all
link.
the ear in. Like, is everything okay in there?
then just threw the link pearl for Hammer, Mimi, and Kato. Well, long story short, I've been found out, but we haven't started swinging swords yet, so it's fine. I'm probably going to let them know that you're around here. I'm trying to do this whole diplomacy thing.
Oh, a magic toy too.
Yes, I'm just letting my comrades know that everything is fine, and they shouldn't come barging in trying to rescue.
Ah, fair.
In fact, I'll probably do you one good. Kato,
Huh? Yeah?
you can come in.
If you're sure. Pops down. you hear a clamp outside. And I was like, oh god, what the hell? What the hell? Who the hell are you? Goes and opens the door. Hi.
There. For added measure, I've shown you a couple of my cards. That's what you people fancy doing here. Playing cards?
Can I sit down? Are those cookies? That's the large man stares at the both of you.
that like stares at him going to the seat. Hopefully you don't mind if he's here. He is just my most trusted confidant.
Yep, none more trustworthy than me. Oh god, these cookies are good.
They are really good, aren't they?
I don't mind, I guess. He's yours, not mine, so how you do business is your business. But let's get to business. So what do you want?
Well, it seems like you've got quite a stronghold here. I do have a mission, but I would rather try to avoid bloodshed as much as possible. And that being said, the mission given to me by Commander Rhea has nothing to do with you, like. But if you simply ceased what you were doing right now and to the point that you're no longer an issue, I could give you another job that could still be just along the said goal lines that your party has, while still benefiting quite probably, if not quadruply as greatly as what you're doing right now.
And what job is that?
Help me take back my country. With your power.
Wait, you're serious?
Yes. Why?
So-
Does that sound outlandish to you?
No, just, unexpected, given we're street thugs. Well, okay, they're street thugs. I'm a mercenary.
Well, yes, which means your services are for hire to the best bidder.
Yeah, and I'm currently employed.
And how much to end that employment?
Let me see. After expenses, making sure all the boys are taken care of. 10 platinum a job.
10 platinum. Is that a lot in the royal treasury?
That's like 100 gold per robbery.
How far does the royal treasury go?
You have never counted it yourself. You're definitely sure you could pay 100 gold for a robbery.
Is that all?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I technically get to keep some of the loot too, but that thing's value is yet to be determined.
I will say, though, while monetary value is nice, it offers stability and consistency, I could also offer additional benefits to your men, seeing as what the reason they do this is rather with good intent. Unfortunately, this kind of life is living on a knife's edge. I could give them peace of mind, home and shelter in my land. Or they can live their lives justly and in peace.
That's real cute, but a lot of the people here like living here.
I see. Well, that makes sense.
Me, though, I'm not particularly attached to this place. I'm just here for my current paycheck. That and, some helpful opportunities, improved my stature.
Surely something can be arranged. After all, once I overthrow the current government and establish my own to the Kingdom of Doma, I will need to do a couple reseating. We can simply talk business when everything is said and done. Or we both die.
Listen.
Listening.
I'm almost done my job here. If you think you're such a revolutionary, why not help us out with that? And if you can help us out with that, well, obviously we'll be talking fees and everything. I'll be freed up to, well, do some work for you.
Ah, I see. I'm scratching your back to ensure that you scratch mine later.
That and, while the kids out there are good, you definitely don't want them fighting a revolution for you.
Probably not.
But I know some people that are, more worthwhile.
That's good to hear. Well then, potential business partner. I do have another inquiry. Because, as I said before, while this situation is not related to it, I have been sent on a mission by Commander Rhea.
And what's that?
Do you know anything of the recent disappearances of women? I've only gotten a little bit from my compatriots, but surely as active people in the town yourselves, you've heard a thing or two, probably even lost a girl.
Oh, God. I can't say I know much.
That's fair.
I will say, during one of our little jobs, one of my people went missing during it. Still don't know what happened.
Well, if they are connected, we will hopefully find them alive and well.
So,
Along with all the other women.
that's what you're looking into.
Not anything to do here. But it doesn't mean it hasn't come with some benefit.
Right, she doesn't want all this back. As he motions to himself.
While I don't want to assume her thoughts on anything, I feel like she could care less.
Oh, good for me then.
The one who does care, oddly enough, apparently, is the head of security at the Honeybee.
Of course he would.
And why would he? What do you think is the inkling?
Competition.
Competition?
People who pay me, pay my boys out there. Well, they're the last thing on him having a monopoly of this town.
Oh, I see. So he does have more cards on the table than he shows.
I don't know how much of it's him or how much of it's Shinra. I don't actually worry too much about these rich people and their games.
Fair. But it seems like, compared to the abductions and assumed murders of several women in the town, such cute girls that would be working at his precious Honeybee, you'd think he'd care more about that. Instead, he cares about frivolities and possessions of the upper class. But now with what you said, it makes a lot more sense.
Of course he does. Not that I really know him at all, but if anybody's willing to work for Shinra, they're willing to sell anything.
If anybody who's willing to take advantage of my precious puppy is nothing but untrustworthy. Right, Kato?
Excuse me? I accepted
Pearl-
that challenge
Link-
fair and square, thank you.
Link Pro, play along!
I mean,
You know what?
oh, woe is me.
No, it's not. Just drop it.
Oh. Mind me asking what's up with the, he taps the side of his head.
Link pearls. It is similar to what you use to communicate, but a bit smaller. It's like your walkie-talkie.
No idea what you're talking about. You mean like a phone?
Phone? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are kind of massive and require a bit of winding, though. Not very practical to just travel around with. Unless they really have deprived Dome of any nice technology. Cruel. I will definitely fix that once I take reign.
Oh yeah, no, it's how do I put this? I've seen soldiers have them before. On the job and stuff like that. Yeah, those things are like backpacks.
I see. Entertain me a cute, funny idea, will you? You have to take it seriously, but it is something that I've thought of.
Yeah? In an entertaining mood right now.
We take over the gold saucer.
No.
Yeah, Sphere said the same thing. I like to entertain. It's a cute idea. I'll make sure not to get too crazy with the conquest.
Funny, sure, but, Princess.
Mm.
That ain't how things work around here.
Probably not.
About the guy, or girl, or, well, anything else in that rate, honestly, that has the money. Who owns the land, who owns the buildings, who owns the patents, about what you own around here, and how many people you convince to listen to you.
Again, just a funny thought. Especially since a friend of mine who hails from here, while he has some semblance of pride in his hometown, he bloody hates the gilded cactuar.
Oh yeah, is he rich or poor?
Poor.
Makes perfect sense then.
Hmm.
That's doing dirty work for rich people. That's basically all you got going on. Working there, or you're lucky one of the smaller shops, or the, well, train yard. As you keep talking along, Mimi being master of stealth and disguise with hammer. Nihilus!
Yes.
While making your way over, Asphere ends up making a little bit of a tumble. He's still not 100%, and you even see it in, like, Titan taking a knee himself from their connection. With that, Juliet opts to offer you that she'll take him back to the Gold Saucer and put him in a bed.
Yeah, it might be best.
Yeah, be pretty bad if we got in a fight and he just passed out, you know?
Yeah, it would.
So, come on, boys, follow me. As they'll be dragged off.
We'll meet up soon.
As you eventually arrive outside, seeing the Masters of Stealth, Hammer, and Momo.
How are things going?
Trin's talking inside. We're waiting out.
Oh, you know Trin? Have we met before? I don't recognize you.
She's looking like, oh, this is fun. Yes, I was said to stay here with this man.
Yeah, we're keeping watch.
Doing a real good job of it too.
Well, I'm glad you made a new friend, Hammer. Niles just like smile. He just got a smile on his face. Just,
She's giggling.
oh, I'm sure you two are doing a bang up job. I assume
me and
nothing
Mimi.
bad.
I mean Momo. Wink.
Momo,
Yes.
an honor to meet you, Momo.
Yes. Same.
Well, I'm Nihilus, and I'm sure you've already become acquainted with my good friend Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've been doing a great job. We were keeping watch here, and then Kato, he just went whoosh and jumped on the building.
You can just do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought Sphere was special. It's something new every day.
So, just keep waiting.
They're talking inside, but they haven't said for us to come in.
There's
Oh,
I guess we wait.
oh, perhaps. Oh, Trin. Have things gone south yet?
The ears perk up as the link pearl goes. Actually, they've only gone up from here, although maybe you might not agree.
I
Now-
assume I'll get an explanation for that later.
I can get you an explanation probably pretty promptly if you just give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, your name? Boss?
Siegfried.
Siegfried. Perfect. What were you saying, Nihilus?
No, let's just when you said in just a minute, Notch just went quiet.
Now, Siegfried, would you entertain one more thing? I do have, as I said, a couple other compatriots just outside of here, in case anything had happened to me. Would you like to meet them?
If you're gonna be working with me tonight, yeah, love to.
Kato, can you be a dear and fetch them for me?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
As he like steps forward, he looks at the tall man for a moment. You see him put like his fingers to his eyes, points them at him as he starts stepping towards the door. As he steps out.
Yes.
Oh, hi there, everybody. Let him go. Oh, okay, boss. You were all ready. I'm impressed and proud. Keep doing good work. Criminals? Hey guys, we can come in.
Hello, Kato.
Trin's has been sitting on this table trying to be a girl boss, but it's just like.
It's like outside girl boss, inside endless screaming.
Just internal screaming.
Insidery.
I assume we're clear to go in now.
Yeah. Let's go! As Hammer just walks by and literally just hikes him up.
Yay!
You get used to his enthusiasm, Momo.
Hey guys, what's up? Hi. I got these guys. We'll all have a nice heart-to-heart out here.
Don't get too heartfelt, Hammer.
One candy for you. One candy for you.
Oh, thank you.
One
Oh,
candy
thank you.
for you.
Oh, thank you.
And one candy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Niles will wait for the candy to be handed out, and then he'll
Mama
go
will
and
also offer one to Nihilus.
he will take a candy.
Yeah.
And one candy for you.
He looks at the candy. He just keeps it in his hand. Anyway.
Hello, Trin. This is your new friend.
Like I'm just like it's like when a dad is given a macaroni painting and it's like, what do I do with this?
It's like
It's
I'll
like
put
when
it
your
on.
toddler just like retrieved something random and is like, here, you have it now. My gift to you. This is a
And he
wrench.
Just where'd you even find this?
This is
What?
this is the toothpaste from the bathroom. Put it back.
Yeah, you can have this. I'll give you 3 sticks and a rock.
He just it's just like
Wow.
it's just like when your kid walks up to you and hands you a spoon.
This is our new partner, Nihilus. His name is Siegfried. He's our mercenary Robin Hood.
Niles just looks him up and down.
He is slightly taller than you, around hammer sized, with large bulky armor, a claymore on his back, and a large. Well, it doesn't look more like the smaller guns you've seen like on display. More like the rifle you saw, just the size of his arm.
Great. Yeesh.
Imperials.
Impressive.
A couple of them, not all of them.
One of our associates had a bad case of being attacked last night and needs to recover.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not paid to care about where you're from.
Perfect.
Just
Oh, we're
stands
in
out
agreement.
in the voice.
Here, I thought it'd be the armor, or the weapon.
Oh no, those absolutely stand out too. More for you than for points at Momo.
There's cookies here.
Yeah, no, Mimi, they're pretty good.
Is Niles gonna be the only one who doesn't announce the cookies being there? Is
You hop up on the seat. Do you retrieve cookies?
Yes.
Niles just stands there. He's just standing. No seat.
So, any other demands, Princess
no.
Trin?
No, not really, other than what do you want us to do for you?
Niles
Help me with the
raises an
break-in.
eyebrow.
You're breaking.
Yes.
Okay. When and where?
Come back here tonight and I'll take you there myself. Probably the last big one at this rate.
Grand finale after a string of heists.
Once it's done, I can tell you why it matters.
We speak
Well.
nothing about this in front of media, Nihilus. Probably not a good idea.
Why would I say anything about anything in front of him?
I don't know. We should probably be careful about what we say to Sphere as well. Considering the way he and media are pretty close.
A lot's happened since we visited the honeybee. He is uncertain of many things, but that's neither here nor there right now. What matters is whenever he recovers, we are going to go after the person who's been kidnapping people.
Any
It shouldn't.
did you get any information on that? All you told
So-
me was that you found a sphere.
It's a woman covered in mist, uses magic, took a sphere's book, his spell book. You know the one. And left nothing else. She let him have everything. His stuff was stolen by some other street punks. They're very lucky that the sphere convinced me not to take the sword out.
Unfortunately, our friend Siegfried here doesn't have any more information about that, but he did have a little bit of information about Meteor and why he prioritizes this over those women's safety.
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, were you asking me to repeat myself?
I mean, I don't want to twist words.
You never twist words, Trin.
Man's 3 steps away from running everything legal and illegal in the slums.
Meteor wants the monopoly, and these people are stopping him from getting it. Bep.
Nice.
Man, those cookies
She-
really
she-
hitting you now, aren't they?
It's just I just imagine that's from outside, just hammer. Candy.
Yes.
I see. We'll have to have a talk about that. I have no qualms with helping you steal whatever it is you're trying to steal from these people. I don't care about the nobility of the Republic. What an oxymoronic phrase. But still, to have any people on our side is always good.
Yeah.
Hate or
no.
not.
Get some boys together and we can talk more about this revolution of yours.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Just what I like-
just like it slowly turns to Trin.
Just sitting on that table with all girl bossy, just kind of like,
Revolution?
I'm pretty sure I've said it before, Nihilus. I want to take over my kingdom, and I want to take it over my way.
Oh, Doma! Oh, I thought you meant the Gilded Cactar.
No, I told her that's insane.
No.
Also,
He
not how we
entertain-
work.
He entertained my funny little idea with absolutely fucking no. But a girl can dream.
Yeah, the city will take care of this place sooner or later.
Hopefully. Besides, it's just a little bit too far off course.
For one of us.
Besides, I could still make this place a vacation spot without having any connection to Doma. I quite like it here.
Yeah, there's
so deals
definitely a
for
lot
sure.
of out of town rich people that have nice little houses set up here.
Well, I also plan to do certain little charities here. I guess it's rather cheesy, but I want to consider myself a princess of the people.
You're right. It is cheesy.
Well, I assume we've all come to an agreement here then. I didn't have to step in for anything.
I
Good.
think we will leave you till our next meeting.
Yeah, I'll see you guys tonight.
Same this place or somewhere else?
Here. And, 4 of you. More people that are taking part in a robbery, the harder it is to get anything done.
I'll divert to your expertise on that kind of thing.
Motions to the door.
A pleasure meeting you, Mr. Siegfried. Was it?
Yes. Been interesting. Not how I expected my day to go.
We get that a lot with the people we meet.
Isn't life just so full of surprises taking cookies?
Same.
You guys just take the plate.
just undoes the sash, the pink sash, and just starts loading cookies in it.
He just turns to the others to say something, just sees you shove the cookies, like, why are you shoving the cookies here?
They're very good.
I'm just taking a few.
Besides, maybe a sphere wants a couple. And Juliet.
I think a sphere needs a doctor.
A sphere needs a lot of things. But I guess a doctor is a priority.
How to make it in an alley, Trin. Yeah. Alright, let's get your cookies and let's go.
Let's go, Mimi.
Go.
Your disguise has been broken.
Yes, noticed. I think he hasn't noticed.
Just flies over It
Yeah.
flies over Nihilus's head. This is the second time Trin has referred to them as Mimi. Just
Alice
in
heard
an
you.
ear, white. Yeah, but he doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah, of course, why would he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's having fun.
Yeah.
Let her have it.
Yeah.
As you
This
see.
brings her joy. She doesn't do that enough. Let her have it. Alice is letting her have a victory here.
Trin doesn't know that Nihilus is just letting her have it. She's just like, oh, anybody can see through that.
That's the best part.
I'm just imagining that as they leave this area and go around here, Trin just leans on the corner.
Pat, this goes
Whoa,
up.
whoa. You alright, lady?
Pat's pat. It's alright. Deep breaths.
Just ears down, just falls to knees pathetically. Oh my god, I hated every moment of that, Nihilus. It was horrible.
It's alright. did great. It's okay.
I mean, it looked really sly to me. You had him listening to everything.
I did, didn't I?
Oh, good. So good.
Hold on.
Do it too.
Hold on, Momo, move aside. I've got this.
Diplomacy is much harder than swinging any darn sword.
Hey, Trin. Victory ride.
What?
You feel a hammer start to pick you up
Yeah.
Wait, what?
as he puts you on his shoulders, holding onto your legs. Victory!
It's a little higher than what I'm used to.
How's it feel having to look down at me, Trin?
I don't know how I feel about it.
Let's go, victory! As he'll start walking along, just bouncing you with his every step. As you guys step off, where would you like to go?
Right. So, I think we need to regroup and discuss what we're going to be doing today because a lot of stuff's happened in a small amount of time.
Yeah. Hopefully whatever this heist is doesn't compromise our standing with Commander Rhea, though. That is a thing I am somewhat worried about.
If Rhea actually cared to fix this problem, I doubt she'd need anyone to do it for her. She probably would have had it done by now.
That is very fair. And it's a good thing I used that as a talking piece in terms of trying to convince him that we could do this.
Besides, she's going back to the front line at Finn soon. So, if anything, she has more important things to worry about. Much like I do now.
I will say, though, if all this goes well, I might have obtained myself quite an asset.
Mercenaries, as long as you can pay them, of course they're a good asset.
That guy had some weird stuff, like that thing on his arm was huge.
I think that was a gun.
Was that a gun?
It reminded me of the thing that shot me, but less. I guess now I would consider it primitive by comparison.
That looks more like a cannon.
Cannon.
A cannon gun.
It's like it's like a gun, but like 10 times bigger, and bullets like cannonballs. But this one's probably a portable version. Oh. Either way, I wouldn't want to be on that. I wouldn't want to be on the other end of it.
I'll admit that sounds like a fun thing. Why I'm uncertain as how unwieldy it actually is.
Looks rather heavy.
That's not the
It
problem.
says something about his strength.
Claymore, plate armor, an armed cannon. He doesn't scream thief to me.
No, because he's not.
But he's doing the stealing, right? He's still doing that, right?
I don't know if he's doing it himself.
I think he's more so commanding and overlooking it.
He's something. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. The thing about Meteor, though, is unfortunate.
If there's one thing I can say for sure about mercenaries is that you could trust them with your life, as long as your pockets are deep.
Deeper than
How deep
other
are our
people's.
pockets?
As long as your pockets are the deepest, your trust is in good hands. I mean, I am a royal.
I didn't realize you carried so much money with you.
Not with me, but if he helps me liberate Doma, I could still promise him a cushy life.
I think if all the
Probably one where he can just drop being a mercenary altogether. Unless he actually enjoys it, but honestly, if he was talking about money the whole time, I don't think he enjoys what he does.
enjoying what you do and getting paid for it isn't a terrible idea, I suppose, to some people. People always enjoy getting paid for what they're good at.
I'll worry more about this when we've completed our end of the bargain.
I hope you realize I'm not very good at beaver
Hmm,
for a myriad of reasons.
well, we'll see what it is that needs to be stolen. He'll probably tell us, and if it's something outside of our capabilities, then the deal ends there. And then we just go back to doing our thing and them doing theirs. It'll be Meteor's problem to solve, not ours. We just go back to the way things were.
Yeah, I guess by that logic, we don't have anything to lose, right?
No, not really. Which is at the end the best part of it all. Lady Commander Rhea doesn't care.
Hello there.
And I don't really care what Meteor cares about. Not after what he did to you. Even if you did say you accepted his challenge.
Let's deal with it with one problem at a time.
Hmm.
Everything's fine now, right?
More or less.
I'm more worried about a sphere than Meteor.
You said you found him naked in an alley. What happened to him?
Yeah, I kind
You
of want
found-
to know. I feel like
you
I can
found
relate
me?
to this.
You might. Well, you can't because he was found bruised and beaten in an alleyway.
Oh yeah, that never happened to me.
Hmm.
Maybe we should reconvene somewhere less public.
I assume we were walking back to the cacti.
Oh yeah, you guys are walking down the streets. Trin being carried and bouncing.
Uh,
As yeah, if
let's-
you guys want to hush down until you reach it, though.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Nihilus,
Hmm.
where's Wind Up Eli?
In the bag.
Oh.
You want me to take him
No,
out?
no, I was just... You said he was worth a lot.
Yeah.
No, if you don't want to take him, that's fine. He can stay in the bag.
How much was he worth again, Trin? I forget.
300 gold?
And here I thought you'd say he's priceless.
Why would I say that? He's not Eli.
Looks like Eli.
So? I can look like Eli too. But I
Wait.
don't do that. That's weird.
Huh.
Let's move forward. Yeah! To hammer!
If you could look like Eli all this time.
What?
Nothing. Just
I'm not
thinking.
entertaining your train of thought.
No, it's just musings to myself. Nothing to worry about.
As you guys return to the Cactar, you want to go up to one of your rooms? What's your game plan?
Where's his fear passed out? His room?
If you go ask the attendant, yeah, he was taken up to his room.
Cool. Where's Juliet?
Weren't they gonna go tend to a sphere, or...?
Yeah, so Juliet's probably with his fear still, right?
Probably.
Cool.
Why is there just a long purple line here?
I think
Mhm.
it's just Anthony's tabletop being dumb.
Ah,
There we
There
go,
it
it's gone.
there. Fuck.
As
I hate tabletop sometimes.
you're gonna go up to Esphere's room?
It makes sense. You know, check up on him and also discuss things.
As you head up to his room.
When you reach the elevator, Hammer finally sets you down, given he couldn't keep you up there and you not bang against the ceiling.
Thank you.
That was fun. You ever want to be tall again, just ask. Momo, do you want to be tall?
Yes.
Done. As you, he can carry on his shoulders without banging your head in an elevator.
As you guys head back up, head to his room. You find the door unlocked and head inside. As where are they? Where are they? Is it this one? Yes. As you see Juliet sitting in a chair, Esphere wrapped up in blankets in the bed, and
a few of these strange eye drones flying around Sphere. Occasionally you see like a little zap of light coming from one of them towards him. Usually
What?
aimed at a bruise.
What are those awful things?
Medical drones.
Looks like you ripped out a Cyclops' eye and gave it flight.
Not far off.
Why are they eyeballs?
Aesthetic, they're good for scouting. I can technically see through them, so it's a nice denoter.
Huh.
Do you guys want me to just shows hands? Like,
These are healing magic. They're powered by Holy Magicite. And given the fact he's been left with these injuries all night, it's going to take a little more than just...
Wiggles her fingers.
Besides, it's my
Yes.
specialty.
There's only why it was holy.
So, is there anything we can help you with?
Just making sure he's alright. I
Mm.
mean, to have a group talk about what happened last night. That's all.
I'll let them continue to work, and I'll step outside.
As she'll wait out, you see her step out the door and close it. You hear a few steps. She isn't going that far away.
These things are horrifying.
As they continue to float around. Give a zap. Give a zap.
And she said she could look through them. It's a neat trick. Some kind of clairvoyance or something.
So even if she isn't in here, she can see what these things see.
I don't know if they can hear what she hears or anything, but they're interesting little toys, to say the least.
I mean, I want to work under the assumption that they might. After all, I don't see... Things usually have buttons on them. And these kind of... I don't see a button. So how do you input commands? Wind up Eli, you can just talk to him. He doesn't have any buttons aside from his off switch.
I'm sure it's some Republic Magitech thing.
Or it
Sure
takes
she-
voice commands, Nihilus.
I don't know how this place works.
What I've learned so far, being just here at the Gilded Cactuar, is that the way the Republic does things is rather hands-off.
How long it's going to be until they just replace actual soldiers with thieves?
Probably. Again, my knowledge of what a phone was something rather large and strenuous to carry around, but Siegfried spoke about it as if it's just as mobile and compact as a link pal.
Phone.
Oh no, he compared it to a backpack, a mobile version.
Oh, a mobile version of a phone is a backpack?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's bigger.
It's a fucking backpack.
I
Yeah.
mean, the notion of a phone being mobile is alien to you. You barely even understand what a phone is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it was just like wind-up phones, like those like ones that attach to the wall and shit.
Yeah, that's like
Oh.
basically the if you've ever seen one, that's what you've seen. Like, there's probably one
Yeah.
phone in the entire dome and palace.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm assuming that's the kind of only phone that Trin has ever seen.
Yeah.
So him being like carrying a phone, it's like what?
Yeah,
Those things
you've
can
lost me
move?
with that. Yeah, phones, you've lost me.
Don't worry about it. It's just a bulky, obnoxious link pearl by another name.
Well then,
So,
in any case,
yeah, what happened on your guys' end anyway, Juliet, at the table?
just sits down. Well,
Hey, Trin, can I have some more of those cookies?
Oh, yeah, sure. Help yourself.
Oh,
Puts
awesome.
puts freaking scarf of cookies on the table.
As you guys gather around the table, some of you taking cookies, some of you not.
It's not that I want to exclude Hammer, but just because of those drones, I feel like we shouldn't.
Talk in front of
Whoa.
Hammer.
I mean, we can borrow a Sphere's Link Pearl. He's not using it.
You're right. Do. Just reaches over, takes it. I'll get it back to him. Here you go, Hammer. Just reaches across the table.
Oh,
Following
neat.
conversation takes place in Link Pearl.
as you
Attach it to your ear.
as you all touch your ears, like in the goddamn 14 cutscene.
Yeah.
So, long story short, we're going to help with a heist, Juliet.
Excuse me?
So,
That was my
long
initial
story
thought.
short, we're going to work on a heist, Juliet.
After the sphere wakes up, hopefully sooner than later, we can get his stuff back.
What happened to the whole stopping the kidnapping thing?
We're still doing that, and Tren made an extra deal on the side.
Well, I'm trying to remember if if we were there when Meteor was like, yeah, I told the Sphere to go after these crooks, and I think...
I believe Nihilus heard it once.
Okay,
And
so...
Mimi was there, but he was directly speaking to Nihilus.
Okay, yeah, that's why I don't want to say Trin said that, because I couldn't quite remember if Trin was there if that was said before Trin reconvened with them.
Yo, I think I'd bring it up. Yeah. Meteor wanted a sphere and us to stop our friend Siegfried, a new friend, Juliet, from stealing anything ever again, because apparently that's bad for the nobility. Which, as you can assume, Juliet I just felt so bad on hearing that.
Oh, yeah.
It's
that
truly
was-
heartbroken hearing how hard they have it, having their things stolen.
What a life.
What a
I
terrible
don't know how they
tragedy.
make it from day to day.
Those
Well, the
poor, privileged, and entitled promised clerks.
Well, the thing that caught my attention the most out of all this upon hearing it, now, the way Meteor would talk about the honeybee, it seemed like he really cared about it. So you would think that by this logic he would care that girls who could potentially be working under the honeybee's employ are going missing, and could be in fact getting hurt, but he seems to care more about the nobility losing their stuff. Which then Siegfried leads us to believe that it's because, as head of security, Meteor wants a bit of a monopoly on all the goings about and where the money goes around around this place. Which seems like him. I mean, he was willing. He was charging us in terms just to help look for a sphere. He's supposed to care about him. He shouldn't be asking for money.
Did anyone tell him about that?
Yes,
Probably should tell him about that, Nihilus.
I did.
Oh.
Sphere is cautious now about his friends, which I do feel a pang of sympathy for. Despite everything, friendships are, especially those as long as his, are important. So, hopefully that's just a gross exaggeration of what's going on.
It was enough to raise a red flag with me.
Hope for the best and prepare for the worst and all.
Yes.
I'm ready to kill him if I have to.
And point being, Juliet, this is an occasion that's been happening around town, but not one that Commander Reyes seems to care very much about. But if we help them out, we could achieve potentially an important asset, one that I would surely like for my own gains.
And Trin's gains, in the end, are all of our gains.
So, siding with the guy stealing from the rich people for you.
I mean, if we all don't agree with it, then we don't do it.
No, I'm fine with this. I'm just making sure I understand.
I guess in a way, too, we're also preventing a monopoly from happening. Those are apparently bad.
Crime lord owning all of the less fortunate people in the city.
Yeah, what does that mean? I mean, is that kind of how, like, you know, the
Well-
noble
well,
of the village owns everything that goes on and makes all the decrees?
Yeah, or like when you run a bakery and you sell cream puffs and you make sure that no one else can sell cream puffs because you don't want any competition and you want to decide the cream puff market.
Well, I mean, in
Think
the
of-
in the Empire,
think-
if somebody else wants to sell cream puffs, they have to go to the noble to get permission to sell their cream puffs first.
I think a better analogy might be, imagine if all of a sudden, Juliet, that someone in the noble's village decided they think they could run it better. And instead of killing the noble or trying to overthrow them, they just simply, under the noble's nose, gain immense power and authority in that village instead.
Oh, there's no way that could happen.
In the Empire. No. But we're not there, are we?
She stops for a moment. Again, all of you are, like, kind of speaking in your heads. You just see her stop. She looks at you. She nods her head. Like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. Obviously, this could never happen in the Empire, but elsewhere, yeah, definitely.
Nala just, like, looks over to Trin and just gives him, gives Trin a sympathetic look of, what can you do?
Well, I tried.
Again, sympathetic look of, yeah. But, in any case, stopping that is good. Especially if, in the long run, it helps Trin.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. The sleepy boy gonna be okay with it?
We'll see.
Yeah, that is a bit of a concern of mine, considering it is essentially plotting against a friend of his good friend.
So I guess it
Well.
would be more a thing of if, well, she looks over at him on the bed, getting gently zapped. If he wakes up before... When are we doing this?
Tonight, we'd be rendezvousing with them to discuss certain things, discuss more in detail what we're doing, and really figuring out if this is what we want to do.
Yeah, Ollie gave him some stuff to drink. It said it would help him relax and all that, and he just fell over. I freaked out. I checked that he had a pulse. But I don't know when he's gonna wake up.
Well, only 4 of us can come with us. If a sphere can't come, then at the very least, if everything goes to shit, he can feign ignorance about the whole situation. That way he doesn't lose favor with his friends.
Good point.
We can just say it was all a dumb little plot we had behind his back. It's not like you trust me anyway.
He does. In his own way.
Really?
Yes, really.
He sounded pretty sure when he called me untrustworthy. And that's fine. If I am, I am.
Well, so yeah, about the kidnappings. Did we find anything about those?
Unfortunately, no, but Asphere seemed to have some information.
It was a woman, cast magic. Was very upset when she found out Asphere was not in fact a woman. Took his magic spell book and left him. That being said, she took his book. The book we're all fairly acquainted with. And you all did participate in a scrying spell once. So,
Yeah, back in the village, me and Kato Note can do that. Yeah, it's not that hard.
we do that, find the book, find the culprit, turn her in. Get us for your stuff back. And whatever else might be down there, and down there, wherever there is. Who knows what this lunatic has been doing all this time before? Doesn't matter. That's it. That's the plans we have.
Mm.
So, I guess we just wait until it's night?
I guess so. Unfortunately, this means I can't drink.
So if I remember right, Jake, the book that was taken was a Sphere Spell book. That was the book that had, like... what kind-
Bellius.
Yeah, that was Belias' book. That was his key spell book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for waiting until night. However,
Hmm.
Belias is in the hands of a psychotic murderer kidnapper.
Are you saying we should try to do this in between now and getting and doing Siegfried's task tonight?
Now, what time is it in this accursed place?
I mean, I'm saying I would rather not sit around and do absolutely nothing, especially if I can't drink.
How long would the scrying ritual take?
Takes like 10 minutes.
Hmm.
We
There
could
we go.
do it right now.
Different room.
Yeah, sure.
Meteor expressed extreme interest in our scrying capabilities.
Yeah, I get it. Don't worry. So, we'll head to what's the nearest room? I think it's Trin's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Should we perhaps leave a note for a sphere in case he doesn't wake up in the meanwhile?
As Juliet immediately goes over to a corner, fetches a piece of paper, and starts writing on it.
Make sure you add a lot of flowery languages to make him feel better about himself.
It's okay, I put a smiley face on it.
Oh, that's perfect. He'll feel right as rain. So,
She puts it next to that as the floating eyes stop to look at her before she puts it down and steps away, like, creepy, echoing in your heads.
very.
God, I hate those things.
Leaves a piece of candy.
Momo, so brave. As you leave
Well,
a piece
Hannah?
of candy, all three of the eyeballs stare at you.
Waves slowly.
They float around. They float around the piece of candy, examining it closely, and then they go
Those-
back to him.
I don't know if they're I don't know if they're able to think or not, and that's the part that concerns me the most.
What I'm going to hope for right now is that at least in the case of a sphere, I want to give Miss Holy the benefit of the doubt. Even if she is working under Meteor, I want to believe that she cares at least something for a sphere. Despite what her composure says otherwise.
I'm sure they both care. That's not an excuse.
Doesn't mean their priorities are in order.
The path to hell is paved with good intentions, after all.
As you guys will set out,
Mm-hmm.
as you see Holy just a few steps down the hallway starts walking back over towards all of you.
I'm sorry for making you wait out here, Miss Holy.
It's fine, I'm able to keep working from out here.
How do you do that? Is it the little... Does he have a little magical doodad, or is it just... How does it work?
Magic. Normally you'd have to get a little something. She taps her head. Thanks to being innately magical, I get to skip that step.
So
Argue.
nice.
Arguably harder, at least according to them, but I haven't had a problem picking it up.
Well, I assume that's because most people don't understand what magic is, at least out here. But in any case, as long as you're not too strained, thank you for taking care of a sphere.
Well, somebody has to. And
Yes.
your
we
friend there
are
doesn't
still-
know the first thing about healing.
As she
And
points
she-
at Juliet.
Her specialization is in the more violent magics, but we do have a friend, Mimi, who is very well versed in healing magic.
I'm sure they're quite good at it.
One of the best I've ever seen.
Slight blush.
Well then. Again, thanks. We have to head out now. Work to do and all that.
By the way, when you have a free moment, the president wants to speak with you.
Harden.
President
Uh,
Shinra wants to speak with you.
That's the top person in this establishment, isn't it?
Correct.
He just looks at the others. Did he say why?
No. I believe specifically requested the Imperial emissaries and the Doman Princess.
Oh dear, I guess I have a new title now. Sure, we'll make some time.
I'd advise not to keep him waiting too long, but that's your decision. You'll excuse me?
As she goes back in the room and leaves you guys standing in the hall.
Yeah, not still just standing there like, oh, okay. Nas actually looks worried first. Actually has a look of worry on his face.
What's wrong with you, big guy?
I fear that I am just as torn about this situation as I was with Rhea.
I'm sorry. I was being talked to. What did I miss?
It's okay. Holy
Pres-
said, "Hey, the president wants to meet you guys," and
Specific-
called them the Imperial emissaries and you the Doman Princess.
Oh.
I find myself and Niles looks like concerned. I find myself in a torn position, like with when we met with Rhea. On one hand, we can maybe smooth something out with this person. On the other hand, he is a leader of the enemy we're at war with. And I don't know if we'll keep our weapons, but I might not even need my weapons. The temptation is there.
This is just another opportunity for diplomacy. You normally, when wars start, the task is to end it quickly, not prolong it further.
The war would have ended quickly if not for Lord Titan's interference with his mountain range. And unfortunately, Finn's being the only connector between our nations. And with Rhea going back to Finn, it's only a matter of time before the escalation hits. I had hoped that I managed to get that seat before then, but who knows what kind of timetable I'm working on now.
What would you want with us?
Imperial emissaries and a princess of Doma.
Well, yeah. But it's not like I've been telling everybody that I... Okay, I told two
Folds his
people.
arms.
Okay, I told 2 people.
And those 2 people were...
Well, it wasn't Siegfried that told him.
We...
You
Oh,
remember
boy,
who the
oh.
other
Do you remember who the other
who's
one
the other
was?
one?
The other one's Meteor.
When he's trying to take over the Undercity, he's still a lapdog for Shinra.
Well, I mean,
Oh wait, technically you've told 3 people then.
who's the third person?
Raya.
Oh yeah.
Raya. And also Raya. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's because.
I don't think Raya likes Shinra. Doesn't matter. How about Kato and Juliet? You know what we're looking for, right?
Yeah, we know his book pretty well. I tried reading it, didn't really work out. We can get everything set up and you guys go do the meeting?
This would be a good idea, I think.
Let us know if anything happens. Or
Well,
I'm willing
it'll take a little bit to set up. The casting it with, like, actual effort takes 10 minutes. It's a ritual. If we do it that way, it'll take a little bit longer to set up so you guys can have your nice conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was like thinking, and it's like, oh, right. Momo.
Yes, I should actually go call Mimi, right?
Yes, I was about to ask. Could you go get her?
Mm-hmm. Will do.
Make sure you tell her to wear her best outfit. We're meeting with the president.
Very well.
Do I have
I
to doll myself
will.
up again?
No, I'm not changing out of my armor.
As these 3 will depart for Trin's room to get everything set up. Momo, you return to your room, get changed back into... Could it be? The myth? The legend? Mimi?
Tis.
And you guys will all meet up in front of a particular elevator. But real quick, we're gonna take like a very short break so I can go to the bathroom.
Hey, we should all do that.
Yeah! Everybody go get your snacks, your drinks, or make snarky comments while I have to listen to them through my headphones.
I'll be right back.
What would make you think we're gonna do that, though?
So Din, sorry not sorry.
What is it?
I'm doing some minor edits on Metal Boy for funsies.
Yes. So Mimi's gonna change, and she's gonna put Momo away in her bag. Just the mustache, the pen. She's got one more candy, and little sunglasses. Put her hair back. A hoodie back on. She's gonna need to go buy more candy.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
And I'm back.
Come,
Who's here?
me.
Okay.
I think you all are.
Hi.
Right here.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, my bladder was just going to kill me.
Oh,
Also, in the break, Otaku Uche? EJ? I don't know. Otaku, thank you for the follow. As... Move. Bedtime Hospital Fun over there. Drying Squad, and who the fuck knows where they are, Squad.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to have a lovely conversation with the president?
This is gonna suck.
Can't wait till just as we're about to leave, Sephiroth comes down from the sky and stabs him with the Masamune. And we're framed for his assassination, except for the fact that none of us own a 7-foot Masamune.
Oh,
Yes.
wait, why do none of us own an 8-foot katana?
It's like, okay, no, you know that wasn't us. We didn't bring that stupid thing with us. And then I'm written down in Republic history as the whore of Doma.
Jake, also not sorry.
What have you done?
You'll see. It's not worth the hype, but I'm amused by it.
Okay, I will look forward to it. With curiosity. As you guys start approaching this elevator, you do see a few guards. They do ask you for your weapons.
Drop knife.
Takes off knives, takes off hammer, takes off 2 great swords.
dagger and spiky.
Cookie.
Oh, stick. Oh no, a stick. Wait, actually, Mimi's got a bunch of shit. Alright.
Had hidden cookie.
You just eat the hidden cookie in front of them before they can claim it.
Is it? Yeah, she'll leave her dagger, her white mage. Let's see, the fucking staff, daggers, darts, slings, saves, a light crossbow.
As the guards look at you guys really weirdly at all of this kind of archaic shit you have on you. They're like, really? No Glock?
Is there a problem?
No,
Oh.
you're perfectly fine. Please, elevator is right this way. As it's a very nice elevator. Inside is like plated gold, very shiny, very nice, very relaxing. As
Is
you,
there music playing?
yes,
Yes.
like
Oh my fucking god.
do.
He's looking around to
do,
see if
do.
he sees the people playing. Like, where are they? Where's it coming from?
Hmm.
Hmm?
I don't
The
see
music.
any.
Where's the band?
I don't see any musicians.
Are they behind the door?
Oh god, it's another one of those little things.
That's funny.
As
course she
eventually
has
the
one.
elevator opens up into this room.
As you guys see a few more guards on the sides, a woman in a very nice suit with some glasses on, hair tied back, and hello, would you all like a beverage?
No.
Okay. Hello, would you like a beverage?
Thanks.
As it's carrying a plate with both hands on top of its head. Hello, would you
Well,
like a
the-
beverage?
What's it got?
It seems to have various glasses on it. Some looking like little or well, not little, but like more shot glassy, a big rock of ice in them, and then some looking more refined, taller glasses, filled with a red liquid compared to the like yellowy orange of the other.
I think I know what champagne and whiskey is.
I can imagine like this being like one of those robots where if you don't take a drink, it has a fucking anxiety attack.
And I also take one of the shot glasses. Big chunk of ice in it.
I have succeeded.
Appreciate it, little one.
I was able to give 2 of the 3 beverages as she gets like lightly kicked away. She trots she trots over to the other side of the room and just stands
Oh.
there completely motionless.
Hold on.
That made me feel bad.
Nihilus takes out mini little Eli and turns it on.
That made me feel bad.
Hello,
Little
friends.
Eli.
Should I return to telling you about the intricacies of intercourse?
No, you
What?
no! What? No! I was not. No!
As everybody in the room looks at you guys.
Grin, what the f are you talking about?
No! I wasn't. No, Lord, the new friend.
You
Hello there,
Where-
new friend.
No, I was not. I swear to you, I was not.
this can't you
Why would I care about anything like that? Not it. Look
He
at
just
me
has a
and
hand
tell
over
me.
his face. He's just like, oh.
You tell me. Why did you even turn him on?
Can I
Because
tell
I
you
felt-
about the glory of the Empire? I'm programmed to accept all offers at conversation.
Because that I thought it'd be cute. And then you came along.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Enough. This has already gone off on a fucking fantastic foot.
From the far end of the room.
Cool, we just made asses of ourselves.
Like,
I
wait,
want to talk about
we talk about this later.
Mimi, please go forward. I need a minute. Mimi, please.
As just lightly from the corner. The Empire is the greatest place in the world, where we have where Magi rule and
Yeah, this thing right
the
here.
impoverished serve their every whim.
It's not cute anymore.
I think ours is broken.
As the selfie bot is just staring at him, unblinking, holding the plate.
Mimi will give a little bow and salute as she does back
it's-
in the palace.
Nas will also give a little respectful bow.
You're great at making first impressions, aren't you?
We get that a lot.
Well, if this is how it's gonna start, you see him reach under his desk for a moment and pull out some liquor
Oh,
as he pours himself a cup.
Nas like races up the glass to two perfect first impressions.
Cheers. As he
And he just
downs
swings it all. Yeah, Nas just downs the whole fucking thing. That was good. That's good.
As you guys take a minute to take this guy in. Slick back hair, very nice suit. 2 giant robots behind him with guns for faces and arms.
mm,
And
Nas he does like a double take on the robots. Like, oh, we didn't notice. We just didn't notice that before.
just these
You
2
didn't, you
hunks
didn't.
of metal.
That was the first thing I know.
I thought it was a statue.
No, they're not.
And behind him, you see like a glass pane heading out, and it looks like a very nice little balcony to just chill on.
Huh.
So,
Right.
please take a seat.
Sit.
Sits on lap.
It's like comforting, just like there.
Hug.
Hmm.
So,
I'm on.
first time here?
Is it that
Yes.
obvious?
A little bit, given you're wearing your armor and uniforms. But hey, how are you guys enjoying the city so far? Please, I'd love to hear. Cactar, everything you thought it'd be?
It's certainly something.
That and more?
Hmm. It's
Camp-
impressive.
Camp's outside need more help though.
Come on, certainly something. You've got to have more to say than that.
It's beyond words, sir.
Numbers don't do it justice. It's a lot more than what we're told.
The only thing I could probably surmise about the Gilded Cactuar as my time here is that it is like one big lucid fever dream.
The good kind of it, right?
Yes, the good kind.
He paused for a moment and said, "Yeah, Fever Dream. Oh, haven't heard that one before." At least you said something interesting. As he pours himself more to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what brings two brave and noble Imperials and, from what I was told, the Princess of Doma here?
Well, initially, kind of just like looks towards Nihilus. We wish to help out with the effort to save Lord Eli, to assure his safety.
I doubt that guy's in any danger.
It's
It is
Just-
still in the interest of Doma and the
Yes.
Empire that he is safe.
Oh, of course, I understand completely for the Empire. What investment does Doma have in him?
I mean, everyone loves Lord Eli.
Yeah, everybody loves him. Even I love him, but that's not the same as having an investment.
Lord
He was my
Eli.
former professor.
Ah, so it's not Doma, it's your investment. Good to know.
I mean, as the future ruler of Doma, is my interests and my investments not also Doma's itself?
Fair enough point. I mean, my interests are reflective of my company, so your interests are reflective of Doma.
Just like you.
Especially the personal ones.
Ears lower.
So, please, is that everything?
Have you been briefed by Commander Rhea?
Why would she ever talk to me?
I don't know.
I'm just a
Because,
businessman, one with a lot of money, mind you. But, just a businessman.
Well, what more information are you seeking then, sir?
Well, I mean, I am curious seeing how you brought her up, how all of you had a conversation with her. How did that go?
Be honest.
It went well. She heard us out.
As
And-
Imperials are still alive.
Mm.
So, please,
And-
what did you talk about?
Well, we simply sought out permission in order to look into the situation with Eli's disappearance ourselves.
And how did
Save
that
up-
go?
We were told that she would need some time to consider our proposition before she give us an answer.
Wanna roll that D?
Yeah. Oh, I got lots of coins.
Yeah. No, $8 donation from Han for you.
Thank you. I need it.
Just fucking immediately eat two of them. Wow. Okay.
11.
14.
Yeah,
candy.
I need. Yeah, 14 is total.
She'd consider it. Damn. That's a lot more than she'd say for us.
I'm surprised you didn't just put a bullet in me.
Yeah, I am too.
But for our friend Mimi there, I understand. Look at her face. Who could ever want to who would ever want to harm her?
Oh.
Look, the big eyeballs.
Oh yeah. Lalafell. Cutest little things. I can't imagine harming a hair on that head. Where? You'd make a great wind-up.
To be honest, I almost forsook that one in the corner there for Lalafell, dressing up as Sophie. I knew she's popular. I didn't think that people dress up as her popular.
Not exposed to that many of them, are you?
I'm from Miss City, sir.
Exactly. But I am hoping in the future to do business there. Yeah. More open-minded leadership can make my sort of enterprises more legal.
How open-minded are you hoping for? If I might ask.
One that lets me open a store and start selling Magitech.
You have ambition. I'll give you that much.
Well, I mean, the Republic is nice, and obviously they deserve the cream of the crop, but they're the ones who make it first. Given, well, I'm just the one who spreads it around. Puts the pieces together, you know. Make sure everybody gets their due.
I understand. What kind of Magitech are you looking to unload in your city?
Oh, well, nothing dangerous, I absolutely can assure you. Nothing like these beauties behind me.
Oh, really?
Just some wind-ups, maybe some basic amenities. Teach you the wonders of door plumbing.
Yes, I've
Have you heard of
been
bidets?
shown. No, it's just like stops what he's saying for. He just stops. His sentence just stops dead. He's just like, yes, I have been
Very
told
nice.
a lot about bidets. Seen your bidets.
Have you tried one in your room, or have you just been too nervous and going in a bucket? I've heard for that from some Imperials.
I've used it.
Nice, right? Much better than what you got back home, I'm sure.
It's compared to other Magitech items I've seen around here. It kind of lacks in comparison to, well, emotions to the things behind them. But it was still alright.
Well, of course, those are meant for the common man, as we call them luxuries. I'm sure something common man back there isn't terribly familiar with, but that's not important. Important part is, well, they're very helpful. Automate things, make things go faster, you understand.
I can imagine.
And I'd love to bring that prosperity and convenience to the Empire, given the opportunity.
Maybe a novelty or two wouldn't be terrible.
See? So much we can still stand to offer.
However, I've recently been informed about a certain quirk some Magitech items have in them. The ability to see and hear through them as mediums.
Oh, you must be talking about our drones. Yes, those are a little more complicated than anything I'd want to be selling there.
Say,
Not exactly
if
a part of the public market, you understand. They're technically only supposed to be sold to people with military contracts.
Well, if there's one thing Mysidia has in spades, it's military.
But I am still a patriot, and while I don't think war needs to be, selling weapons is not exactly my plan for, well, you. Though Doma! As he
Is
looks
her-
over at you and smiles. I would love to get an official channel into Doma. Always had to leak things through smaller merchants. They were very resistant to the idea of us opening a branch there.
Is that why, compared to what is here in the Republic, the artillery in Doma is so primitive?
There's also a few legal agreements. We can't exactly go selling things to foreign powers. But, you know, sometimes things find their ways through the cracks.
No, I'm just, the tilt is tilting me. But
Hold on.
no, it's just there you go. Mm,
Baby in lap.
yeah. While it is a very tempting offer, I have my reasons for also not being currently in Doma. But should things fall within my plan, then surely we could open an avenue to some sort of agreement between Doma and Shinra.
Oh, that does sound delightful. I am vaguely aware of the situation. I've done my research over the day or so. As far as I was told, for any question asking I did, you're home. Which is quite interesting, if I do say so myself.
It's what the current Viceroy of Doma would... well, the current... I don't know what the proper verb would be. I don't know if Viceroy... Yeah, Regent, there we go. That's... I don't know my words today. It's what the current Regent overseeing Doma would want you to believe. But I can assure you, and... well, to a lesser extent prove to you, I am the genuine article. And my reasons for being here, while my own, can only benefit you, should they go my way.
Oh, really? And how can they benefit me? Please, if they can, I'd love to help in any way.
Looks to Nihilus. Well, at the current moment, Doma is being overseen by the current regent, which is my uncle. And right now...
I have met him before. Quite the strange man.
He is.
Very passionate about Doma.
Of course he is. He is quite the patriot himself. A proud man of Doma. Most men from Doma are, in fact, proud. One can say too proud. My point being, sir, that his ideal future for Doma and my ideal future for Doma are very conflicting. Unfortunately, Doma is set in its ways, and while I carry the royal blood, I do not carry right to the throne. I merely give it.
Does make sense. From what I lightly know of your traditions, I've never heard of an empress, only emperors.
Exactly. My blood means I decide, excluding myself as a choice. And that's where the first problem lies.
I can see how that'd be a problem for you. Certainly be an opportunity for me if you're interested.
I am flattered.
Oh, don't take it too personally. I mean, you are quite lovely, but I mean, well, business is business. And it would be
I-
quite good for you to have my business.
Moving on.
As he smiles and takes another swig of his own drink.
Moving on, as I said, my ideal future and his ideal future are rather conflicting, and I frankly am very opposed to an arranged marriage against my will,
Of course,
Especially-
of course.
especially when the seat is rightfully mine.
So, he would disagree.
He and many in Doma would. But that is why I left, because I intend to change that.
How do you plan to change that from all the way over here?
You don't have to put it that way, but I am amassing a campaign of my own. Of course, it is a lot harder for me to rally help for Doma within Doma as much as I would like to keep the situation in Doma. But unfortunately, that is not a luxury I am afforded. I need to rely on outside help, which is also why I am in practice of diplomacy.
Oh, yes, I mean, if you intend to be in charge, that is something you would want to practice. And may I say, you are quite good at it.
Internally screaming. I would say that the teachings of Lord Eli are being put to good use. Sir.
Ah, so he's the one who gets the credit for the talent. Makes sense.
I wouldn't say the talent. I had to have also seeked this knowledge and wanted to retain it on my own, so I would say some credit does fall on my shoulders.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Either way, if my campaign to take over my rightful place as the heir of Doma is to succeed, then it just means many possible ventures for you. Of course, I would want to keep Doma prosperous and powerful.
And I would love to contribute to that prosperity. In turn for enriching the Republic and myself.
We could have a talk at the table.
But, that all aside, Meteor has kept me vaguely apprised of what you've been up to, and, how do your investigations go?
Into...
He looks at you and
Into the-
smiles.
No, it's just not with smiles, just like spin, like swirls the ice around in the glass. I'm also working on my diplomacy. I've been doing good at it. Honestly, I'm looking for critique here.
Oh, I think, well, besides some small comments that belie your contempt, fairly well.
I appreciate that. And apologies. Imperial upbringing.
No,
Hard
I
to avoid.
understand. You have every reason to believe we are monsters, but I want to assure you we're not.
I don't think all of you are monsters. There's quite a few good people out here.
Exactly, and it's those good people I want to look after. And I'm sure your empire has plenty of good people, and they deserve the best as well. And I provide the best.
You must know. Fairly well. Still working, but some leads.
Oh, please go on.
Well, Which one do you want to hear about first?
I'd love to hear both, so you take the lead. You're the one who knows what'll make me happy.
We found the one kidnapping people. She assaulted one of our friends.
Oh, yes.
And is a she.
Fully told me about that. Should be still taking care of him.
He's still better than this. Hopefully he'll recover soon. And when he does, we go. Even if time is of the essence, it most certainly feels it. Whether he's awake or not, we might go after her, retrieve whatever stolen belongings she still has, and turn her in, of course. I'll try my best to stay my.
Oh, of course,
But-
though, I mean, if any harm has come to those people, well, justice is justice.
Indeed it is. And as for the other task that was offered for us to look into. Unfortunately, looking for thieves in the night is something that we are not that good at. Perhaps if they tried to mug a sphere, then we would have made more progress.
Unfortunate. May I suggest dressing more lavishly? It will make you more of a target if you're trying to draw them through that method.
I suppose. Dress up more, wear more gaudy jewelry, walk around the noble district as if I belong there.
Exactly.
Hmm. We'll think about that one. But until then, the very least, we'll find that kidnapper, and most certainly murderer, wherever they're hiding soon enough.
Delightful.
Less people that go missing, the better it is for everyone, isn't it?
Exactly. It was quite unfortunate. My last attendant, she enjoyed going out into the city at night, and we haven't heard from her since.
Very sorry.
It is what
And
it is.
I mean this with complete sincerity. I feel for your people and those that are suffering. And I wish that these things didn't have to happen. There are bad people everywhere, it seems. Little we can do to stop it. To prevent it, anyway.
Very much. But with such capable people on the trail, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome anything and do what needs to be done. Is there anything I can answer for you, or will we call this, end to our meeting?
I think
How
I've said my
much-
piece.
How much sway do you hold in the Republic, sir, if I may ask?
I like to say quite a bit. I am good friends with Zonde. I have many friends on the Senate. The nobility love me, and for the military, I am a contributor of a large amount of the factories that keep them running.
Zonde. That name again. He's with Vordila.
Yes, he's been down there for a concerning amount of time. More for him than Eli, of course. But I would love to have him back as soon as possible. There's nobody else I'd trust more than him with research, well, besides Sid, but that boy is
Sid?
an airship designer.
Who? You said he's a young man. Who is the Sid?
Well, nobody terribly special yet. He comes from a family that are responsible for a large number of our airship designs. From very old wooden boat ones from before the Republic to, well, nowadays you can see them yourselves as he swivels his chair slightly and motions out the window as you can see the airship still flying around the city.
Quite an imposing sight, I'll admit.
His current pet project is trying to make one starbound.
I'm sorry?
Yes, it's quite the ludicrous notion, I know.
Who seeks to pierce the firmament, then?
Exactly. Not that
There are
I...
so many. It is impressive, really, how many ambitious people there are out here.
It's the promise of industry and democracy. If you grow and to change things, you're bound to profit from them. And I'm just the man who profits by supporting those revolutionaries. And, well, is there anything else?
Is he here? In the Guild of Cactar?
Unfortunately, no. He tends to make himself on a island off the coast. Rather fortified location for the Republic military. I'm sure you know of it, but when you're trying to make ships fly, having them in a too populated an area can have hazardous results.
I would absolutely love to meet this Sid, as well as Zombie, though I fear one will happen sooner than the other, especially now.
Yes, one will be quite easy. If you're planning to get down there with Eli, they should be hand in hand.
Island off the coast. Is it possible to even speak to that young man?
I mean, hypothetically, yes, he knows how to speak. Good luck getting into that facility, though, given the military installation. They don't let just anybody in.
Oh. Well.
Also, I went to circle it on a map for you. I'm helping.
Oh, thank you. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, I appreciate it anyway. Perhaps one day the stars will align before he decides to go poking them with his new ship.
From what I understand, he does have his own ship. I quite recall the name of it, but if you ever see it around, he has no notion of borders when he's on a flight.
Really?
Yes, it got him in trouble with the Alliance a while back. He was flying too far southward. Their sea vessels were a little upset. But everything was smoothed out in the end.
Everyone's so on edge lately.
Lately, that's funny.
You're right. Well, I must admit, I am surprised you even bothered to give us the time of day. Surely you're a very busy man.
Oh yes, very incredibly. My work might have slowed down a bit because certain gentlemen are inaccessible at the moment, but doesn't mean I don't stop doing the smaller work. But, I mean, all of that aside, you're potentially important people, and people I would like to invest in the future. Hopefully. Especially a princess. I mean, who wouldn't want the chance to meet a princess?
Rin does have an air of authority about her, doesn't she?
Especially with
It's not every day you can say you've talked to royalty.
around here, it actually isn't. So I will make sure to cherish our meeting in my heart forever. With Princess Altrinia, correct?
Yes.
Lovely name. What? While you're here again, please enjoy the cactar as much as you desire. And I hope your business goes.
Thank you. Well, I do have one more question. What are those called behind you?
Oh, these? Guardians.
Guardians.
Fitting name.
You won't feel safer with one on your side.
Hmm.
And two, well, then you're invincible.
Well, considering how well this is all gone, how amicable you've been, I most certainly don't wish to test that.
I certainly hope so. I hope to be friends.
Arula has not dictated just by her skills at diplomacy, but also her strategical tactics.
I also hope to stay on friendly terms. We could be even friendlier if you were to throw some airships our way. But that's talk for maybe a different time.
As much as I'd love to, I don't exactly have them, well, sitting about by the dozens.
Oh, that's a shame. Or is that good?
Especially the legality of distributing military airships compared to consumer ones.
There's difference?
Of course, do you think we'd arm consumer ones with metal plate and cannons on every inch of them?
I suppose not. Interesting. I do suppose that I have nothing else to speak of.
Then again, please. The three of you enjoy your stay. And don't forget your wind up as he motions past you all. You kind of just blacked it out as you've had this conversation with him, but you just hear, and that's why one day the Empire will control the entire world. Hooray!
I honestly, to be honest with you, sir, I truly forgot he was.
Time to go, Lord.
I really tried to break just to block its existence out of my mind.
Oh,
after that.
okay. Goodbye,
such
wind
a-
up, Sophie.
Makes a
You're
little
such a-
bow and keeps going.
Such a good little wind up.
What?
Good little wind up. Pet head, press button.
It's so cold. As it falls over. The other one staring at him. Wind up Sophie, unblinking, unflinching, as it stares at her motionless counterpart. It looks up at you, Trent. It offers a drink from the tray. Are you thirsty?
Just one wouldn't hurt. Grabs the liquor and downs it.
Did we ever get this man's name? I forget.
No, other than he's been introduced as President Shinra.
President Shinra, thank you again for all your hospitality.
Of course.
I most certainly do appreciate not being shot on sight.
Why would I ever want to do such a thing? To, what was it again? You see him, like, move some papers on his desk. Nihilus.
Yes, Nihilus Nocturne. It's a name you should remember.
And, little Miss Mimi.
Yes.
That one's a name you should already know.
Well, again,
You-
have a delightful day.
It's about you as well.
As you pick up the wind up and all file into the elevator.
We do get our stuff back, right?
Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the elevator, they give you your stuff back.
Nas puts the fucking wind up back in the bag. Just shoves it back in. Ugh. And then once we get back in the elevator, Nas It's a deep inhale and exhale, like. Ugh.
Those things were so big.
They weren't that bad. Just metal. Ugh.
Deal with Shinra and Doma.
I'd say I'd feel bad for having to go into that. I intend to burn this place to ashes, but I'd be lying. You can tell. There's too much going on underneath all that. He's fishing for something. He knows so much.
Well, at the end of the day, he's a businessman. First and foremost upon their mind is profits. Businessman is just a salesman in a nice suit that doesn't go anywhere.
He's a patriotic businessman.
You're right. His wallet, then his country.
So, I am very much interested in talking to the sick person. Zandaya was intending to prod for something, but if this person can manage that level of... I'm not sure what to call that. It'd be interesting. Especially if the Empire has its hands on it.
As all of you go down the elevator, again, eventually hitting the bottom, you step out. You guys are gonna head the Trin's room next? As you hop in another elevator and go back up.
Why do people need these many elevators?
I like them.
Yeah, it's just silly that we need to go to 2 different ones to go to a different floor. We're supposed to be advanced and enlightened.
People are just more lazy over here.
Yeah. Things are moving. I don't think I like which ways they're moving me.
Mimi is
Well-
going to start looking around, see if they can find whoever's playing the music in the elevator.
Let them move the way they wish to move, as long as at the end of the day it's in our favor. That's all I care about.
Well, in our favor would be that they don't wink towards the Republic victory over anything.
That's more your favor, Nyla. My favor is whatever benefits Doma in the end. Whether it's Republic or Empire, I'm not really quite sure I can truly choose. I hope you understand.
I'm very well aware, Sherman.
I'm sure the Republic and the Empire would say the same thing about theirs and their own.
I don't want to see my people burn at the hands of a bunch of anti-magic people. Lunatics and monsters that favor coin and bullet over a person's natural ability to do anything. They might be using mages now, and as Sphere can attest, before they were forced to that, anyone who was born different was subject to terrible persecutions. These aren't good people. They're opportunistic people.
Yeah.
Parasites and scavengers.
You could say that about this place, Nihilus, but it's not like the Empire is without its own bad eggs either. I'm more of the opinion that neither one or the other or Doma should all burn. If things could be settled diplomatically in a perfect world, I would love it. But that's not what the case we're in. I've seen the same persecution and the reverse in the Empire. People chided at and persecuted for their own lack of skill in magic.
I know. I've seen it. I used to be that kind of person.
Yeah. And the
Mimi.
Republic here just plays in reverse.
Mimi avoids looking at them while remembering that Uncle Dorag was, like, kicked out of the family because of this. She's just like,
We can't condemn one place or the other simply by the actions of the people in power. The government doesn't decide. The government is not the voice of the people. It is the other way around.
Media
Or at
put
least
it,
it should be.
Well, media put it. The people seem to put those others in power. So,
Well, right now I don't trust a single word Meteor says. And as far as I knew, neither did you. I'm pretty sure the people that we are about to be helping, if we help Siegfried, would probably say they've never decided anything. They would probably say they never wanted this to all happen. Of course, the people in power are going to say that this is what everyone wants, it's what is best for them, because it means that they sit on the cushiest seat. Correct?
right.
So instead of listening to the one at top, listen to the ones at the bottom. And form your opinion and maybe even meet in the middle.
Seeing what happens to the people at the bottom here. And at home. I want to make a better world, Sean.
I don't
I
doubt
do.
that you don't. I don't doubt that you do, Amy. I cannot fucking talk
Yeah.
today. I can't fucking talk today.
It's all that fucking diplomacy. It's frying my brain.
It really is. You don't understand. It's like 5D chess.
And the other guy can't stop looking at my tits.
Yeah.
I mean, they look great, but like, God, please, sir. Thought he was gonna propose to me right then and there. Not really. I don't think he would.
Strategic marriages like that are not unheard of in the Empire either.
Maybe I get that. I get that, especially knowing about Eli and his 27 wives. But the point I'm trying to get at is that I would rather not marry for that.
Last it was recorded at... As you just hear static come out of the Eli bot.
No one else for your opinion.
I thought I turned you off.
I turned it off.
You did.
Yeah.
I just couldn't resist the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way. Maybe at the end of the day, what I'm saying is also the idealistic ramblings of a girl.
You shouldn't disregard your own opinions and ideals like that, Trin.
My ideals didn't purely stem from my own mind and my heart. It was Lord Eli that planted those seeds.
You're the one that decided to let them grow. You could have just ripped those out before they had a chance.
I have my reasons for not. We should go see the other and see how they're doing.
As you guys finally make it to Trin's room and step inside, you guys see the area's been moved around, shuffled up. There's a little bit of a circle going on. Oh, hey, how did everything go? I mean, you all look fine.
Hi.
Do you want to just lay back while we take care of this then?
I
Right.
would love to plop on bed.
As you go
Where's the
over and
alcohol?
plop on the bed.
Now I was looking for alcohol, actually.
You go file and find the liquor cabinet.
Yep.
Can I help with something?
Well, we could just use a little extra dip of magic, and that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Get closer.
Just put your hand on the circle with us as they seem to get into position. Each of them like putting their hand on it. As they start rolling for the ritual.
Wow.
As you guys relax, getting a drink, going to lay on the bed, as Hammer is also just chilling here. He's like, oh god, they're talking so much magic, my brain.
It'll be over soon, Hammer. Hopefully.
We have a little bit of a problem.
Hmm.
Okay, so that wasn't just me. Got it. So we're sure it's north of here. And that's kind of it.
You do it again. You could try again. Pinpoint it. What do we need to do to make it clearer? Because north of here can either mean up the street and one building or the edge of the desert.
No, not that far. It's not designed to go that far. It's only like a mile or two. Which means, I mean, like maybe outside the city, but yeah, we can try again.
Could you? I'm sorry. Please. Do so again.
As you guys sit back, it'll take them another like half hour because they've done most of the prep, but then they have to redo a lot of it, get the reagents set out properly again. And we'll give them another roll.
Oh.
No, still just north.
I thought that witch said she would pinpoint anything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, well, the first time we were there, remember we had that talk, and well, I mean, we're obviously not as good as her with this. I shoot fireballs for a living, and I mean, I know a little bit of magic, but nothing that spectacular.
Do we need to know the specific magic? Can we just dump ether into this and make it work better? I don't.
Hey, it's a little more complicated than that, you know, properly managing it, knowing more intricacies of the ritual. This isn't hers one for one. We kind of just picked up the basics in a few hours.
At least we know not to look around south areas now. That helps a little bit.
Yeah, with that, I mean, that cuts out all of the slums. That just leaves... Yeah, with how the town's shaped, that just leaves the rich half of town.
Alice looks at Trey.
What?
You know, think it's a noble?
That's doing all these things to these women?
It's the noble
mean-
district where they're hiding. You think it's a noble? A noble woman?
You'd be surprised what nobles can get away with just money and influence. Do you think the poor have any time to do these weird little thingies for, what did the sphere say, the sake of art?
And Siegfried has been targeting noble houses for how long?
A while now. If the stars really aligned, I'd say this might be the place Siegfried wants to hit later tonight. Wouldn't that be funny?
It'd be funny if someone had some kind of fate card that lets them do that kind of thing. If only there was someone who could pull maybe 3 of them and one could be that.
Oh man, how convenient that would be if only that
only.
person who needs to draw 3 cards was here. Oh, if only. Such a tragedy.
If they're in the chat right now, they could just say, hey, pull my card.
Oh, if only. Oh, if only somebody could donate to somebody who was here so that you could draw cards.
That could also work out great.
I'm kidding.
How much money for a specific car?
No.
Hey. It's either it's either somewhere he's already hit or somewhere he's yet to hit. Which, if he's been doing this for a while, I doubt there's been any stone he's left unturned.
Hmm.
But it could just mean that it could also mean that maybe she's just hiding under there, somewhere under the sewers. I don't know if monsters living down there pose a threat to this person. She's a mage. Apparently. And who knows how long she's been down there? Maybe even before the monster reign.
I mean, if she was hiding in the sewer, how do I put this? You think a sphere would have mentioned a smell, right?
Mm.
It was like misty and made of mists, from what he described. Yeah, I guess the sphere would pick up on some kind of smell. He picks up on
Right.
everything else.
Right now, it's not outside of the realm of possibility that all of this could be done by a noble. Magically inclined or no.
Magic is people are born with magic, whether they want to, despite where they are. So
And at the end of the day, nobility, whether it be benign or odd, tend to have rather strange hobbies at most.
trying to turn people into art was considered a strange hobby.
It's
thought
their strange hobby.
Yeah, call it
not
lunacy.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying nobility. When you've got all the money in the world, where else are you supposed to get your kicks if you can't buy it?
That is the most disheartening thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I've heard some disheartening things.
Man,
Oof.
not it that way. That's just kind of fucked up.
You need look no further than the Empire's own little justice/entertainment system, ye old Colosseum.
Oh no,
Not
that's
every-
entirely different.
It's not like every person in there is some kind of criminal. There are just gladiators. It is a sport.
Yeah, there's,
Just so.
there's people looking
Tro-
for glory. Mages go in there to practice their magic all the time. Sometimes we do trial by combat. That's really not that common, I don't think, at least.
There's
and
also
then there's-
entertainment for the nobility.
The monster battles.
But anyone can appreciate the Colosseum. It's not. They don't tend to block it off for a select, 3 people because they feel like it. As far as I'm aware of it. Regardless, this person who's doing this is clearly sick and needs to be stopped. And if
There's
it's
a
in
high
the
count of noble.
either in a noble's house or underneath the noble district altogether. What do you think? Maybe it's in the temple, maybe it's in the shrine of the Great Will. No one ever goes there, right? Wait. That is where the shrine is, right?
I think so.
We don't have anybody here who really knows the city.
Didn't Meteor say something about the shrine being in the noble district?
Where's Eli Bot?
Nash just pulls out Eli Bot and presses the button.
I live and breathe once more. Hello,
Very sorry,
friends.
I am very sorry about doing that so often, little Eli.
I'm really kind of wondering, compared to the other wind-up, ours is rather off.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
Little Eli, does that hurt when we turn you off?
I cannot feel pain.
Is it scary?
I cannot feel fear.
Do you understand the existential dread of existence?
I cannot feel dread.
I don't like how that wasn't an answer
Turns
to my
him off
question.
mid-sentence. As Niles is like, I don't think I can turns off.
I don't think I like how that wasn't an answer to my question. Oh,
As you go to turn them off, you just hear, I see a cold emptiness.
See
Oh,
that? That specifically is what is odd.
He's turned off and falls over again.
It just says it does not fear. It does not feel, it does not fear, and it does not that last thing, and then it says things like that. The first time it turned it off, Nihilus, it says it doesn't dream. Why does it need to say that?
I just thought it was Republic eccentricity.
Turns back on.
Hello, friends!
I don't think I
Turns
want
off
to.
again.
Don't! You just slapped your hand away before you can. Stop that. Stop! I actually don't feel that. I actually start feeling bad now. I don't want to turn this one off anymore. I just want to
Why?
leave him on.
What?
I
So
cou-
we can talk about things he shouldn't be talking about?
Listen, we're not talking about that. Little Eli, where is the Shrine of the Great Will?
Oh, it's in the north half of the city. Near the Aqua Park.
There. See, nothing. We're not talking about anything else.
Click.
Trin.
As you push it. The void claims us all. And it falls over.
Huh.
You tell me there's nothing wrong with that. With the straightest face and truest of convictions in your heart. You tell me that that's normal.
This is the first mammoth I've ever seen, Trin. I don't know. Can we not do that anymore, though? I do feel bad now.
Click.
Hello, friends!
It just gets more pained every time he does it. It's not funny, it's sad. Pat, pat, pat. Oh. Okay, great. We know where the shrine is. It's in the north.
Now what?
I'm still a little bit reeling from the existentialism of this. Hold on. Okay, I'm done. So, I think the plan is that, unfortunately, might be best if I think we should search the shrine. Eli, does anyone ever visit the Shrine of the Great Will?
That is not in my registry of information.
Based on what you know, can you estimate a guess?
No.
Well, I tried. Pat, pat, pat.
Are we going on an adventure of discovery and knowledge?
Possibly.
Hooray! I love knowledge! As he holds up his little book.
Yes, I can see that. Very impressive book, little Eli.
It's not a real book!
Oh. Huh.
Really?
We should get-
Really?
you
You said you were reading something from it before.
It's a prop!
Would you like us to get you a real book?
I would love a real book!
You're right, okay. Yeah, there's definitely
hold-
something.
Hold on.
Uh,
Pulls the book that the Eli book she has from like probably one of the bags and like hands it to wind up Eli. It's probably a little too big for him, but
As he closes his book and stows it against his side as it just seems to magnetically lock against him
you get a little thunk.
as he accepts the book. This is my first present ever!
can you read it?
Registering Trin as best friend ever!
It's adorable.
How can you not love him?
Slow head turn to Nihilus.
He's adorable. Look at him. He has a real book now.
It's complicated.
Is it because he keeps calling you bestest friend, and you have issues dealing with people in an emotional way?
Yeah, sure. You take good care of that book.
Of course, I will guard it with my life.
If we could teach you how to cast magic, that'd be funny. It's magic tech, right? So it might have some kind of, maybe it has aura sight in it.
I don't know. There's a couple. This is one of the books Lord Eli would use to help teach me. It's not the exact one, but it's one with his notes.
Today's lesson plan. Go over and with Princess Altrinia.
See? Oh well, at least he can read it.
Yeah, surprise.
I mean, I wasn't doubting its literacy, just...
Well, his book was blank and all. And I don't know what reading has for the use of a mammoth. Well, it's nice to see, I suppose.
I can recite information I have stored in my databanks.
Is that how that works?
Correct!
I'm guessing databank is kind of like its memory?
Yes, that is just about what it is.
Hmm.
Are we going on an adventure?
I think we are.
Yeah, it most certainly seems that way. A few different adventures, even.
As, where are you guys heading?
Well, right now, Sphere's still out of commission. So, and what time of day is it actually?
It's getting into the afternoon.
Little Eli, how long would it take us approximately to get to the Shrine of the Grey Will?
It would be roughly an hour walk.
Also, by afternoon, I mean, like, more in the afternoon, you're getting, like, 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Did you
Well-
want to bring anyone here with you?
I suppose we should clean up the circle and then head on out. Anyone want to come with to the shrine? Or is it just me who's interested?
Nah, I'm good. I know enough about the Great Will. Way more than they probably know here.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Are we gonna hit stuff?
There's a potential, just not a guarantee.
Ah, sure, why not? I'll clean this up.
Maybe. Do you want to come?
What,
Would you
Mimi?
like to come with us too?
Mimi's gone.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Nihilus, you flash
Mimi?
back to town. When you walked into the guild, and Mimi was gone.
Oh, she did it again! Straight to the link, bro. Mimi!
Be back at night.
Mimi! Where are you going?
Disconnects.
Maybe last time you did this, you ran head first into Mateus! It knew you! Mimi! Ah! GNS would be. I need so many leashes!
It's okay when they do it, though.
It's not! It's never been okay!
I'm not saying that you're... At this point, I'm just being petty and bitter, Nihilus. I get chastised for my actions, and they willy-nilly do whatever they bloody want.
I'll give everyone an equal amount of chastising once the sphere wakes up from his coma and Mimi's found wherever she's gone off to. Ugh, it's so hard to not wander off in a city full of. Just to wander off.
I'm gonna say one thing to Mimi. Let's see what that does. Mimi. Do Link Pearl. Mimi.
Yeah?
It makes me really sad when you do things like this. Click. There we go. I planted a seed. Let's go.
Some emotional damage right there.
Maybe you will be a politician. You will be a good politician one day.
Maybe. Who knows?
As
Which shrine we go?
You will make your way toward the shrine. And Mimi, you're going to be just, did you have any more particular in mind in the North District, or are you just gonna go exploring and hope you run into, Sakura?
Yeah, Momo's exploring.
Okay. And it's a little short, but we're gonna end it there for tonight. Given we've been down a player and we start late, it's a little bit short, but we'll be able to start right on time next week, right? Din, you have off next week?
I do.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we'll be able to start at a usual time, and we should have our good boy back with no internet problems.
Yay.
And then we can see where everyone's going and what's gonna happen with the consequences of their actions. It'll be great.
Yay.
And you get fucking child leashes for every single party member.
But yeah, you guys had some fun conversations today.
Yeah.
Meteor may have looser lips.
Meteor's gonna fucking get his ass beat.
You didn't say to keep it a secret.
I'm going to fold you like a pretzel.
And hey, you got to see what Holly does now. She's got some floating robots.
It's pretty good. Those cool little robots.
You could say it's rather sagely.
Oh, fuck off. You piece of shit.
Oh god. But yeah, no. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I hope you guys watching had fun. Again, apologies for cutting it short tonight. But I think some good stuff happened. I hope you guys had fun. And we're gonna keep the
Lynn
party
had
going.
fun.
As before we wrap up, we got something colored in. As our last post is very shiny.
Wonderful. Oh, look at that.
Also, 2 questions from the chat. 1, hey, do you guys want an airship, yes or no?
Yeah? That'd be fucking cool.
I'm indifferent to the airship.
And-
I would be scared.
Nihilist, do you
You'd be
want
scared
black
of
materia?
Flying machine.
But I'm not sure what that means, black materia.
Final Fantasy VII is the thing Sephiroth uses to summon Meteor.
Meteor.
I'm sure I'll get it when I kill them, but sure. Yeah. That sounds cool too. Meteors and airship. Like, an airship sounds fucking awesome. Like, Imperials and Republic shit aside, if you're gonna just fly over bullshit, sounds great.
Yeah.
Plus, you
if you guys get the gem, you could just you start explicitly looking for an airship and then just drop the gem card on it. Because the gem just lets you buy a thing unconditionally.
I have improved the Sentai power of your Merc. Deemed it necessary.
It was very helpful, thank you.
It's so good.
Thank you
gem
for all
gives
your
those-
hard work.
the
I
gem
just
does-
realized I missed the chance for Trin to be just like, it's Fear's idea. I would have probably done that, and then he would have probably yelled at me for it. But now I can't do that because he's in a fucking coma.
Wait till he wakes up. Then just.
It's
Oh,
too
we're-
late now. I don't get that pleasure.
It's. Yeah.
For all
I
you
also
guys...
darkened one of the Linbots of light. Good times.
What happens when they all go dark? Well, you guys will have to keep watching to find out, won't you? But we're gonna send you guys out the Frozen Frost for right now, and hopefully we'll have Zelda tomorrow. You guys will see me streaming again next on Tuesday. I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.